Man, Ubisoft just cannot catch a break, can they? You may recall that over the last few days, I've been reporting on a massive hack that Ubisoft recently suffered, especially Rainbow Six Siege being a target that was ravaged by the hack due to the fact that, the ban notices were getting spammed by these hackers on top of the fact that tons of currency, millions to billions to trillions worth, handed out to all players on top of a bunch of skins, including developer skins. And it forced Rainbow Six Siege to go down and for developers over the holidays to work on fixing everything and rolling everything back. And then there were reports that terabytes worth of data was stolen from Ubisoft, be it source code and just software code as well as user data. Turns out that bit was exaggerated by hackers. There were like 5 hacker groups, and only one of them actually managed to breach Ubisoft. That hacker group was the one who essentially took Rainbow Six Siege down. And then a bunch of other hackers try to claim that they stole all this data, that, one of the hacker groups came and said, actually, none of that is true. And so there's been some drama between certain hacker groups, with some of them trying to gain clout through this whole situation amidst the chaos. So all of that I discussed in these 2 videos right here. But now let's talk about the most recent hack situation involving Rainbow Six Siege. This comes in just days after the first hack was resolved, with Rainbow Six Siege being targeted, this time with essentially ban notices that tell players they've been banned for 67 days, referencing the viral 67 meme that's been making the rounds. What people have been encountering is this message right here: harassment offense. You're currently suspended from any matchmaking session for 67 days due to harassment. This was the notification that a bunch of players as well as streamers got while they were playing the game. Now, this hack does seem to be less severe than the previous one, given that players aren't actually getting banned. They're not being handed out tons of currency or skins that they aren't supposed to have. Basically, hackers are using this opportunity to spam these kinds of messages that actually have no real impact. As PC Games N reports right here, it was quickly apparent that this was not a legitimate ban, referring to the message here that highlights how people are banned for 67 days due to harassment. The ban isn't actually real. It's just the message and notification that's being spammed to players. PC Games N's report continues. It was apparent this was not a legitimate ban, and not only because of the clear 6-7 reference, Varsity Gaming could still queue for ranked matches, and on restarting his game, the message disappeared. Referring to a streamer who was playing this game, got this notification, was there when the hack happened, but was still able to play the game despite these messages getting spammed. But the report continues, however, new messages would appear. And there's footage out there showing what the streamer was experiencing as this hack was happening live on stream.
Guys, I think this is a targeted thing. I don't think they kicked the people out of the servers.
So yeah, this is not supposed to be there. Some nice text up here. That's not supposed to be there. That's hackers trolling.
Might not be good.
Look at this, 906 unread notifications.
We want to let you know that 67676767 of your reports led to sanctions.
So a troll message.
I got 900 notifications of this all today.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's not good, chat. That's really, really bad.
And while the game is technically playable, this is all still incredibly disruptive, and it doesn't change the fact that there's security concerns surrounding playing this game right now, given that hackers have so much free reign over aspects of it. While this instance is not the worst case scenario for a hack of this nature, it doesn't mean there aren't concerns surrounding Rainbow Six Siege's security and the potential of hackers continuously breaching this game to the point where the game just becomes constantly dysfunctional for long stretches of time, or worst case scenario, resulting in, genuine data leaks that might compromise, the developers, Ubisoft, the company, as well as players and customers and their data. And yeah, you can see right here that as a result of this hack, Rainbow Six Siege is down yet again. If you go to Ubisoft's official website that tells you about the server status of Rainbow Six Siege, you'll find that across all platforms there are outages and connectivity is degraded. And this is the case across every single platform. This is not an isolated incident. This is something that we're seeing multiple people report, with plenty of screenshots like this one highlighting the legitimacy of this hack. And then on top of all that, we saw more hacker activity in the form of these kinds of messages appearing on the top of the main menu screen of Rainbow Six Siege, potentially suggesting that Rainbow Six Siege may have been hacked a third time shortly after the second hack, involving the ban messages that say that people have been banned for 67 days. Or this is all part of the same hack, but either way, it doesn't change the fact that Rainbow Six Siege is being severely disrupted to the point where the game had to shut down yet again, and that's losing Ubisoft a lot of money, and it's certainly negatively impacting players' experiences. Yeah, I mean, the kinds of messages we're seeing through this, either a third hack or, an extension of the second hack, include things like kudo smells from Snuffles, or messages like this one right here involving a hacker in someone's stream who was typing self-promos live in this individual's game. You can see right here that they're promoting their, Twitter account and stuff like that. There's even footage out there of this hack happening live to streamers who are experiencing this as they're streaming the game. So this individual, for example, had the following experience.
What does my game say? Hey, furry princess!
Yeah, you can see right here, these messages are rampant, saying all kinds of random trolly things.
What?
People are
You're
baffled,
such a cute furry. What?
amused.
What are you doing?
The messages just get weirder and weirder.
Exposed. Yo, type 7 at the top if I'm a furry, Ubisoft, and you're in my room.
Hackers are just trolling this game left and right. Here's one more individual who was streaming the game and saw this hack happen. They saw their message say, "You're being hacked," at the top of Rainbow Six Siege's menu. And yeah, you can see right here, you are being hacked in the screenshot of this individual. Those who are in the know about the Rainbow Six Siege situation might not be particularly scared of that message, understanding that it's mostly a troll job. But there are a lot of folks who don't know what's going on. A lot of your average Joes who are playing this game who might not be super in tune with gaming news, who will look at the situation and be genuinely concerned and worried and get trolled pretty hard. Now, Ubisoft is aware of this, but it took them about 24 hours for them to respond, with the official Rainbow Six Siege Twitter page having posted the following message just 37 minutes ago as of the recording of this video. It reads right here: "If you received a ban notification between 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Time on January 4th, this was not official and can be disregarded. Note that receiving these false notifications does not result in a real ban. The esports blue banner has also been temporarily disabled following reports of unofficial messaging. With the team back at full capacity, we're working on resolving recent issues such as the synchronization errors and server disconnects. Thank you for your support." And the thing is, beyond the disruptions being caused by hackers, people have been requesting that Rainbow Six Siege fix a number of other technical problems. Like, for example, this individual breaks down how the mic bug is still unresolved, how players are forcibly being removed from live matches with streamers being targeted, how cheating is still rampant, how the reports of wrongful harassment bans resurfacing, referring to the most recent hacks. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is that people are finding the ability to play Rainbow Six Siege untenable because this just keeps happening over the course of many days. There are concerns about whether it's safe to play this game at all, and there are questions about whether Ubisoft itself and its data, whether it's source code, whether it's software data, whether it's user data, whether any of that stuff is actually safe from hackers who seem to be able to continuously and consistently invade Ubisoft servers and cause disruptions and potentially lead to more security concerns. Whether Ubisoft will be able to plug all the security holes, or if this is a pattern that we can expect to continuously happen over the next few days, weeks, months, or years. Right now, Ubisoft is not inspiring a whole lot of confidence, and even if for now user data is safe or Ubisoft source code is safe, it doesn't change the fact that that could very well change in the future. And with Ubisoft not being, fully transparent about the way they're communicating about this whole situation, they're not mentioning the fact that they were hacked. They're just calling this whole situation an incident and how they're resolving issues without fully alerting people that we've been compromised, but we're doing everything in our power to plug all those holes. That'd be a more confidence-inspiring message. than them trying to obfuscate the fact that things are pretty bad for Rainbow Six Siege in particular, and potentially for Ubisoft if these kinds of hacks continue, and if, God forbid, these hacks start to get more severe and the amount of impact that they're having and how much it's compromising Ubisoft as a company and all of the data housed within. For now, the most recent hacks mainly seem to have affected Rainbow Six Siege, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled and report on this so that you're able to be informed about what's going on in case things do get worse and you are someone who engages with Ubisoft products or, with Rainbow Six Siege specifically, and you need to be aware of potentially more sensitive and invasive types of hacks and exfiltration of data or, breaches of personal information. This situation will no doubt continue to develop. In the meantime, this is everything you need to know. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on this most recent hack in the comments below. Do you think this is something that will be plugged real quick and it's not all that severe? Or do you have concerns about the consistent pace in which Rainbow Six Siege and Ubisoft have been breached by hackers? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.